Okay, I think we can then almost start the run. So hello everybody, my name is Jim and I can't tell you my last name because it would be too dangerous. And if you ever looked up at the sky wondering if there were other aliens, other species out there, don't wonder anymore, they're here. And more explanations of that coming out during the run. So let's I think I have to give the start signal, right? Someone is starting the on-screen timer, so 3, 2, 1, let's go. So this is Animorphs for Game Boy Color, and I don't want to morph here right away. This was book series published late 90s in America, and came also to Europe and other countries. I read it as a kid, and the games are not as good as the books, just to point that out. And we're on the first mission here, and the Ryuks have enslaved or are invading the Earth. Ryuks are snail-like parasites that infest humans and use them as their host. To find more living space and to get more power, and they are more or less the parasites of the galaxy, and the Andalites are fighting against them. It's a warrior alien race, and we have here got one of their technologies, got them from Prince Alvangor, the power to morph into animals. And in this game we can acquire morphs by beating animals, and then we can morph into them. Normally you would have touched them, but here you beat them. And we got here the monkey and fight our way through here. With the zoo, with the gardens. And here another hog barrier, another alien species that was invaded by the Ryuks. They're all enslaved now. And the humans, they have just started the invasion. This can still be stopped by the 3 young humans here. By the 5 that I come to 3, I'm not sure. 3 humans and 1 Andalite that crash landed on the last attempt of the Andalites to save the human race. Now they're far away. It takes longer to send the next people. So the human race has to be saved by these 5 kids, and we're losing the monkey already. That's bad. So you can lose morphs if you get beaten too often. You lose your health completely when you have lost the morph. Then you have less to fight with. Another chimpanzee here coming into me. And at the moment I'm deactivating the trans boxes here that send these animals to the wild state. And that's why the mission is called Save the Animals, to deactivate this stuff. On the way we get some more powerful morphs to beat the end boss, because the end boss is the hardest part in this mission, and I don't want the dog here because the chimpanzee is quite more effective, but not with bite. Have to use the right move to beat the elephant. Obviously, elephant quite a strong move. And I might lose the dog. This is not going that well. Trouble with the menus. You have to, when you go into run. Let me run. No, hippo, go all the way. Okay, continue in the gardens. Zoo area. To deactivate another trans box. I have to see if this is enough. This could be a bit tight on the last boss fight. Oh, the dog. Quite RNG heavy this fight. Never know what comes out. And we need the bat, because the way to the scientist laboratory here is through a bat cave. So you have to get the bat morph. It's not for fighting. Too weak for that. Yeah, you can't get them morph anymore if you've beaten them already. That's a bit dumb right now. So going through this area, beating a lot of hog warriors. Also getting food here to power up or restore health. We can't use these animals to acquire morphs for some reason. The game isn't very consistent with these rules. We lost the wolf. I'm not sure. Yeah, this is a bit too RNG. The first mission, I take a reset here. The first mission is a bit too heavy for the end, and elephant is not with my luck enough to get through there. But the estimate is high enough. Just blind for that stuff. First mission makes the most problems with this. To keep all the morphs you need. Later missions have a few more save points. Thanks it. Yeah, there were 1 or 2 decisions by my side, combined with the bad luck. I mean, you can die everywhere and lose the morph. The problem is to get more health, you have to beat an hog barrier again to get food, or to beat the same species. But when your morph is already weak, you barely can take any hit. Probably get hit and get beaten. lose it completely instead of restoring for health. Yeah. The other missions are more with backup routes. More ready. Just risk more in the first mission and runs. And the monkey is prepared here because he can climb as a defense move. And then he gets hit less often. Which makes that part at least a bit safer. You can skip the monkey. Today's time I wouldn't do that. Still can go bad. Beta's also down. Okay, we get a kangaroo. Oh, I get a kangaroo here. To beat a wolf easier. Because wolf can be beaten with kicks. It's a very effective move against him. Don't get told anywhere in the game what is very effective against. You have to try that out. Trying it out, you most of the times get beaten. And you don't even know how much damage it takes when they don't want to hit. So it's a bit, yeah, hard at the start. Which makes this game quite frustrating casual. Because of all the stuff that is a bit hidden from you. Okay. We're through with normal stuff. We don't need a chimpanzee. Normally, the monkey should be enough to beat an elephant. Here get only a bit beaten here. Okay, very effective move. Down to half. Now it was only 1 HP. Okay, that's working better. Now we have too many morphs. We have to replace one. Replacing the wrong one, but we need it for fighting. Okay, fat box. Looks way better. That shouldn't hit us too hard. Lion can only stand in the way. Full team now. That's a bit safer. It's not a guaranteed win at the end. It all goes down here to the last fight. Which is after minigame, even more annoying. Okay. What is the lion doing in there? Hope I don't hit him. And I don't want the kangaroo. I hit the lion. Let us run away with the bat. Okay, now we have a full team. Healing the monkey. And we go on to rescue the lost animals. And this hog here is a bit stronger than the other three. For some reason. Still not an end boss. But he has more HP. So might have noticed some hogbarriers you can see on the overworld map, some you can't. These you can't. The other before you couldn't see on the overworld map. No reason why. Except that they have to stay undercover in the books, but gameplay wise, I would like to see them. Okay, first minigame. Bad minigame. Can't really dodge much. There can be situations where you can't dodge these things. I'm not sure what that is. Not at least a bit. I can't explain everything. I don't think the game assumes that you know the whole series. At the moment I'm currently half through the book series. In my country they didn't translate every book. Didn't release them, all of them. I also stopped a bit earlier, around book 22. Was the last book that I bought here. If someone read that book, you might maybe know the reason the ending is quite heavy. Book 22, it's the David trilogy. And we scream, and now, oh for luck. Yeah, punch. So punch is doing 30 sometimes not. We saved before the minigame, that's the last save point. Everything else is in RNG's hands. I don't think you will be an expert after seeing this game or listening to my commentary. That's quite a lot of the books, I think. And worth a read. That's for sure. Even as an adult, if it's more if it gets serious, but this fight doesn't look good. So Wolf does the rest here. Wolf is the best more for the rest of the missions, but here I'm not so trusty. I got the first mission down. With Cassie, now the second person. The group of people. Jake. This is Tobias, by the way. The hawk. And we need a mouse for later. So now we have to destroy the Condrona. First we have to get to the Yerk pool. The Yerks have to leave their hosts. As I said, they're snail-like. They go into the head of their hosts, wrap them around their brains, wrap themselves around their brains to control them. But they have to leave every 3 days to get some Condrona rays. And in the Yerk pool they can absorb these rays. But they still have a Condrona that has these that emits these rays from that they normally get from their mother sun in their system. Other than that, they have to leave every 3 days for host. And we have to find the Yerk pool because it's well hidden. And to get to the Yerk pool is often a topic in the books. And don't morph when an NPC is on the screen. Because we don't want to show our identity here. Everyone could be a controller. Even the people that are not, they still can't tell other people identity. Try to hide here. Okay. So we know our school principal, Chapman, is a controller, has a Yerk inside him, and we try to get some information about the Yerk pool here from his house. So we morphed into a cat to get have a cat morph here, Flubber. Cat of a house, and I need a key to Chapman's office. But the Hawk barriers here, bit dodgy. I need Flubber. Strong morph against the lion, so better keep him. Doesn't get much any damage. I'm still saving here. That's a password system, and if I press select, I can pass this, save his password temporarily in memory. Another password. Okay, save here. I died in every fight on this mission. I'm not sure why, because the Hawk barriers should be normal. Kind of weak to get only food. Being beat easily, but I got beaten by every one of them. Thanks, Aura. Need that. Always need this in this game. Portion of luck. So we got the information where your pull is, or the disc, but now we have to go to access scoop. Access the crash landed Enderlight. That helps us. But he also has to hide because Enderlights are alien and they can't appear in public very much. I get here the cheetah to get the lion easier because Flubber is not that strong of a cat, even if he can almost beat a lion. Okay. So, cat, not mouse. Going for Flubber, going for the lion. Lion is a bit of a story here that is wild and we have to calm him down. We calm him down with beating them. Which is the same effect normally done by acquiring them. That the animal calms down. Hitting with, I don't know, with claw. Claw is stronger here. I wanna keep the cheetah. I want it. Okay, I still have the lion. Nope. Whoops. Menu is a bit of a headache here. You have to press start and then confirm with A that you're in the menu, and then you can select stuff or go back. But if you mash A too often, which you do quite often in the fights, so you get used to that, just mash to a morph. Okay, elephant. Trying to get the elephant morph without too much damage. The game beaten completely. That looks good. At least the elephant works. Good elephant. Also tiger here. And the mole. Mole, one of the morphs that we need to enter another area. Like the cat with the house. We use the mole to get into the Yerk pool. The entrance of a Yerk pool. I think there's one book where they use the mole. So you might know where it's leading to if you read the book. I think it was quite not the best idea that they had, the Animorphs. But before that we have a taxon here, another alien species. But they went with the Yerks on their own. They weren't really invited. They chose that. And another minigame of the mole. We get now to dig a hole to the Yerk pool. Which wasn't the best idea in the books because a mole isn't digging straight down. It took them quite some time and I don't think they even get directly to the Yerk pool. But yeah, don't ask me what the masks are doing here. Maybe should I jump? Can go under some. Never sure. Some you can dodge. Some situations with the scrolling here. And the objects just spawning in random positions. It's not all of it. Ah, damn it. I'm also moving forward while jumping to get even over the stuff. That's the hardest situation here. Still some stuff to dodge. Can't take one more death. Head 2 you can take 3, then your game over in the minigame. Okay, we're in the Yuk pool. In front of it, a lot of Texans here. Still moving with the mole, because we don't want to move back. Now if there are more transmitters that you could... No, you don't want to fight Texan with a mole. That's not worth it. Can destroy some transmitters there on the top and get another password. But now we're directly in the end boss and up for good RNG here. Good. But yeah, elephant does 30 damage. That's very good. Should go at least one more hit. Would be nice. Come on. Okay, 1, but only 50. Can the line do the rest? Or do we have to go for another morph? Like I said, for some reason these M bosses look like normal hog by years, but they're not. Well, we did it and go to mission 3 with Marco. And we have to get another small morph to get into the area. We want to. Red in this case. Come on, let me through. So yeah, Marco. As I read it in the Animorphs Discord, I could call him maybe the meme of the group. If you would make the series today. The one with the jokes. And we want to get on an island on the sea. For that we have to get on a boat to get a dolphin, so that we can swim. First swim morph. You can get a walrus before that to beat a dolphin. But we skip that and just hope for luck to get the dolphin here. Well, memes weren't a thing back in the days, but Marco calls other people names from TV shows and something, so stuff. Moving too slow. So yeah, we got the dolphin morph. Boat isn't active. There's the walrus we didn't use. So that guy has a boat for us. But for that he wants to have 10 pearls. And that's another mini game for which we needed the dolphin. Wait. Ah! Actually forgot something. You have to talk to the buyers to get even the idea to get a boat there. You have to trigger some story stuff. Not always, but sometimes. To even continue the story. Like you could beat the snake and everything in the first mission without having started the mission, so you never get the message that you actually calmed down the snake. Which can happen in a speedrun where you know the stuff, where to go. normally and just forget to talk to someone to start a mission. But yeah, next minigame with the dolphin. And we have to collect 10 pearls. And I find it an interesting decision to give Marco here the water mission in the game. The only one who can't swim. But yeah, the island too far away, that's why we're not swimming directly to the islands. But we need a boat. Which is kind of what book 4 was about. Dodging stuff. And not forgetting any pearls, because they spawn randomly. I should have counted, but we see the end result at the end anyway, so. Not too much morphing here. Don't stay in your morph too long. Just remember, 2 hours is the limit. Well, doesn't matter in the games, but always good to remember that. Okay, now we are on the island filled with aliens and evil creatures. And we have to beat the cheetah here. And I hope he's nice. He killed me this week. Or last week. I don't need much of a... But yeah, calm down him. Get a password. Now we need to know where the base is. Which I know where it is, but you still have to trigger a text box so that you can enter it. As you can swim to it, but you can't enter it for some reason. And everywhere sharks. Need a shark morph, but that comes in the cave. But now we're on the water base. The game takes quite some things from the books. Mixes a lot of stuff. So we're on the water base, also comes up. And the dolphin has to beat the shark, and it does it first try. I didn't expect that. Marco fighting with a dolphin against a shark didn't end well in the book. Didn't end well for me that often. Dolphin is weak now. Maybe I can live him up, but it's probably not worth it. Probably just get beaten and lose the morph anyway. And yeah, get a squid. That's just for the end battle, which is a water battle, so you can only use water morphs. So dog and cheetah don't play a role at all. Did I? Oh. You don't need a red anymore. I have to heal up the shark. So 2 are enough. Want to destroy the space. And get a disc here. I'm always not so sure what exactly the different targets are. I know stuff to pick up. So here we have Lyrans, another alien species that is partly enslaved by the Yerks. Telepathic species. Normally they could recognize us here if I would have translated this to the game. Just look in our head, in our thoughts. But yeah. You could use them. They are really weak. You can't morph into any enemies. You only get their food from them. So you could heal up the dolphin here, but from my experience, it's never worked. So we hope for the shark and the squid for the end battle. 3 or 4. And it's a Lyran. It's a really strong Lyran. The other are so weak. But this one takes its time. And we only have 2 good water morphs here. Dolphin too weak. He probably gets beaten one turn. The shark almost does it here. I'm just smashing A here. Like in most fights. Almost did it. Okay, Venom. Yeah. Mission 3 done. Now we go to Rachel. Beauty queen of the group. But also strong in fights. And called by Mark of a Xena of a warrior princess. That's all the pop culture references that come. And I'm going to the wrong place. The pop culture references that come up in the book quite often. Which makes people say that it's a bit hard to read the books nowadays. Because of this 90s stuff. But I don't think I got everything back in the days anyways. Because it's mostly American stuff. As a European, I'm not sure. Can't remember exactly what I got. But yeah, Xena. I knew who Xena was. Or is. Where did I have to go? Right, we have to destroy a satellite. For that we have to go into the Arctis. And into the Arctis we have to... Whoa. Why is he standing there? I don't want to fight you. Well, I can get around you. I was on the water. So I couldn't use the dog morph. So I game over by being beaten as a seagull. So he's blocking the bridge, but yeah, sometimes you can fly them. So they're invisible, but you still don't know exactly where they are. The position changes a bit. Every time. Bit random. I hope we're here on the way to the mountain where we have to get a grizzly bear. Femorph of Rachel. Being grizzly bear. And we try to beat him with a dog. Because I saved beforehand. And you could get into the suit to get backup morphs. But that never worked for me. It's a bit of a problem that I had casually, that I try to get backups for everything. But instead of getting the better, more morphs, I got just beaten. And now we have to get the trout to get into the ship. Because the ship is getting some water. I have to get some plies on the earth. Could also get a string to fish it, probably? I don't know. There's an item that is never used. So we saved here, we ended this as a morph. And I'm morphing now back. Because you have to. As you can't move as a trout on land. And then we try to run. To game over and then have full health again. That's the best strategy here. Or we get just beaten. But that takes longer. We could run away. Okay, continue. And then we're demorphed. That's not safe here with the morph. And can move right away. Before we had to demorph because we were trout. I'm trying to dodge these guys. Hello? And it's closing on me. Meh. I want to leave the alien ship that brought us now to the Arctis. We have too much damage? Okay. Now we have to get a wolf morph. Because he's very strong. Hopefully. Not getting beaten too hard. Damn it. Dang you, wolf. Well, wolf can do the end of a mission almost alone if you have the right luck. The chances are quite high that wolf can deal the end boss alone. Just not sure about the orca. Also ice spear here. All the options here. Now Inuit kit says stuff about the orca and we have to bait it. This really doesn't look... I don't want to lose my wolf at all, free. Would normally be a death sentence for the wolf, but you can beat some yerks to get some food. And now the seal, baby. That we have to get to end of the next minigame. It hit quite back. Okay, beat it. And seagull, and then we have to heal the wolf first. If his yerks, they shouldn't kill us. I think they killed a monkey of mine. Okay, need another food. Another meal. Which is a bit strange that they use... Oh, lost the beer. Well, then it's wolf alone, I guess. In the books they also morph into hog barriers, so not using that as a morph possibility here is a bit strange. Eating yerks is a topic that is mentioned somewhere. Say without too many spoilers. I think it comes up within more than one book. So one of my favorite ones. Okay, we got seagull and go down the minigame. And again we have objects that I can't explain. Well, that one maybe. The one over on the top, you can't hit them. That looks spiky, but it doesn't hit you. These guys hit you. No idea what they are. The game's had a bit of a problem to get enough enemies and invented some. The PS2 game did that, the Game Boy game did that here. Can't remember a PC game doing it that often. Or any. But yeah, touching everything. It's not the hardest game. It was the mole. Definitely. And then we hope for luck for our wolf to destroy the satellite that we came actually here for. Satellite controls and oh, don't wanna hit you. This should be a safe fight. Lost health. Now the end boss of mission 4, and he gets quite strong. Okay, this is a close battle. Oh, we still did it. Very good. And with that, we have a 4 stones and finished the normal game with some text about how we beat it, what the story achieved. Now we go to the 5th and secret mission. And it's so secret that we have to enter password to access it. So we can't play as Tobias, that would be the 5th Animorph, but we can play X, which is still missing. And I have to look up the password now. QRK. That's why this is 125%, because this mission wasn't known. Or unknown up till some point. PY. Also getting here, Bunsen. Should fill the first line here. Exclamation mark. Y1 YX3 YN exclamation mark. And with that we started the last mission. The manual mentions only 4. So yeah, really kind of a secret mission here. So got a message that all Animorphs, all 5 of them, were captured. Could get some morphs here in the circus or in the zoo, in the gardens. We will go into the gardens to get some animals, because we haven't beaten the real evil person in the whole story here. Wizard 3, the highest ranking Yerk that is leading the invasion of the Earth, isn't beaten yet in this game, but he will come up in the end of... Whoa, don't want to read a sign here. I don't want to go in the gardens, the zoo. And we will get basically the morphs from the first mission. We get a kangaroo to get, in my opinion, the wolf a bit easier. Get a chimpanzee to get the elephant. And we can't save here. So this either has to work first try, which most with a second attempt, more basically. The early reset has gone well so far. Didn't need any resets, really, except for the intended death. So yeah, kicking wolf normally works good. Doesn't here. Can we use dodge maybe? I think it didn't successful. Doesn't look very successful. Okay, dog can also kick. That's when you say that a kangaroo is used to get a wolf, then the wolf bites back. Ha! Wolf's still one of the strongest morphs, so I want him. Hello? Could you get beaten? You guys took a lot of help from me. Yeah, I think reset that mission. Because as I said, you can't save here. You don't get any passwords for this mission. You have to beat this in one go. And I never attempted this mission with such low health. The elephant got damaged, that's my main problem. The animals are not that important, but I have to re-enter the password. Sadly, after a reset. So you can't go back into the main menu, you have to take either death or reset. This is a bit dumb when you want to load that stuff. I just hope that your mouse gets beaten very quickly when you're out of morphs. I still can't remember this. X 3 Y exclamation. We got a message from the Analyte Homeward, and Tobias is coming up here that all Animorphs are caught, have to be rescued. Yeah, that is the reason why I have almost on half more than a mission higher estimate than what my PP has. Just a bit faster than what is on speedrun.com. So we try to get more morphs again, and this time we hope the kangaroo actually does its job. Kangaroo is more so game thing? Not sure the PC game likes the morph, including llamas. In the books they don't really appear as fighting morphs. Wait. Thinking about movement from mission 1. No hippo. Don't block my way. Okay, chimpanzee does its job with 30 damage here. We'll have best, but gets a bit beaten more than the monkey that not having climb, and we hope for wolf. Wolf, you're so good for us, but don't beat us. Wolf appeared quite early, so fighting more in the series. Get beaten again. Dog, will you do it? Can you kick him? I don't like this. I don't like this at all. But I still have estimate, so can one attempt here. It's all about that wolf that is so strong against Visifree. And he beat single-handedly in the Arctis mission the Hawk by year, so he's shown what he can do. If I could save and redo that last fight, that would be worth a try, but I can't save. I can't redo the fight very quickly. And we have to do this a bit more safely. Oh, I decided to do that. Why? X, maybe I learned the password on the time. Ah. Exclamation mark. Yeah, I gave myself quite some time. I know this game isn't the easiest debate here. I thought I could strats. I have to work on mission 1, definitely, for the future. Oh, next block is some filler, okay. Well, I won't give up too early on this mission. I also started to enjoy this game after I knew where to get beaten. I'm mashing A too often. Reread this stuff. So I know I can die and reset quite often. Not completely in a speedrun mentality of resetting that early, going to full risks. Probably will have to do that if I want to get a really good time and risk everything. Yeah. Standing so close to each other that just run into the next one. Elephant is too far away. Where are you? Also, there is no apple like in the first mission here in the zoo. Whoa. That was a close fight for a chimpanzee. At least we see some randomness, although I got beaten every time now. Doesn't show the wide spectrum of nice luck can have here. See, wolf beaten. Kangaroo bit of damage, but that's okay. That's definitely okay. Chimpanzee and kangaroo just support here. I want to save because it doesn't work. And the hawk barrier here, defending the landing ship with a signal for it, but we can enter the ship. With that we go onto the mothership of the Yerks above the earth. Can't be seen by anyone. Some modern alien technology. And chimpanzee is the weakest, so we forget him. I'll ride him with the spider. Maximum of morph reached, which is always good. Means we haven't lost that many. To deactivate here or insert the processor. We're not sure about the details of every story, what we're exactly doing here. We're refilling our health with some Yerk food. I heard that's healthy. Also spawn really randomly, but here there's a whole bunch of them. Okay, gets a spacesuit, which conveniently fits also an Enderlite that we play here. An Enderlite is mix of a deer with a scorpion tail, snail eyes, and 2 normal eyes, and is blue, so quite a sight. Might Google a picture of it. But the sprite isn't that bad. But I don't understand the transition to this. So that's the base suit, and we kinda leave this ship and go to the real mothership. Or something. Not sure. But yeah, the easiest minigame, because you can dodge this stuff. Because in space you can also go up. Don't have to jump anywhere, strangely. Don't have to collect like in the dolphin mission. So I take a drink. I have time. And actually my after resetting the time on mission 4 I was quite on PB pace. At least at the end. The end was too good. A really good mission 4 was that. Only I get beaten with the wolf in the Arctic mission. But yeah, we go to the end, to the last area of the game. And try to rescue our friends. So Tobias says what we have to do. We have to... I think we have the engine overdrive. Disable it and then... another 2. Then get to the cells of the Animorphs, which are demorphed here, which is a bit of a surprise on me, because they never got catched without a morph, as they would lose their or unweave their identity. Which they try to keep secret. I need this salamander to get into the cells. Need a small animal to go under the doors. Do I... No, venom. So when is this... has spider so much problem with the salamander? Everything else can fight, so we don't override that. Okay, time to dodge some Texans. They're always hungry, that's the problem. With them being very aggressive. If they more or less walk randomly. Don't want to fight with them with a salamander. That's the problem with these small morphs. You can't fight. At least that makes sense. Elsewhere said, yeah, smaller morphs against bigger have an advantage to confuse them. That's what the manual says. That's probably the reason why a chimpanzee has a chance against the elephant. Okay, we freed all 5 Animorphs. And we can end the last fights. Getting message from Tobias to beat Wizard free and then get out of here. But here are Hawk by years? Quite some stuff in the way. Where is he? Wizard free in his morph. The most evil Yerk, leading the Yerk invasion on Earth. And our wolf does quite a good job. Only the elephant has to finish this off. It has to. Punch the rest. Beat him. Beat him! Yeah, that was the hit. Last hit, and now I have to escape from here. He will leave us. Wait, the other was in me too. Okay, out of here, out of the ship. Crash landing it. Another ship. Wait for a landing. Go outside. And time in a moment. And we get this back and time. Mission 5 finished. So that was the game. Now we see the real credits. Yeah. Quite an RNG heavy game. Especially at the start. And in the end. The mid part can be covered slightly. But yeah, if someone is interested in Animorphs, please read the books first. Good, even after the 20 years that went past. And they must children's books, very good for adults too. And I made it past book 22 since then. But I know the reason why I finished this or stopped reading the series after this book 22. So yeah, that was the one Animorphs game. There are also other twos. There are, maybe this is the best one, I'm not quite sure. Can fight with the PC game. They both have an RPG and a bit of a puzzle aspect to it. How to continue the story. PS2 game is the worst. Or PS1 game. I'm always saying PS2 because I play it on a PS2. It's actually on a PS1. Yeah, they can't hold up with the books. Maybe with the TV series. The TV series was also not one of my favorites, especially because I couldn't see them here in Germany. It was a problem to get on Animorphs stuff. So yeah, thank you for having me. We'll be back to now in this evening, actually. European evening. With Wave Race. So until fun, yeah. Say goodbye and